Welcome to the What Happens Next YouTube channel. What we're aiming to do with this channel is share content designed to make sure that you're supported through whatever's next in your life. And we'd love to continue to do that. I've got a favour to ask today, and what I'd ask you to do is just subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it really helps us deliver really good quality content on a consistent basis. Thank you, and let's go on to the interview.
I think you might have mentioned this to me. You know, there's a difference between being childish and being childlike.
Yeah.
And when you look at children, they're just full of such wonder and exploration and courage and interest. And, you know, I haven't really thought about it in this context, but, you know, imagine if we, as adults, who've been around the block and think we know it all, were to approach life through those lenses, like how much more interesting would life be? So I think it's a great thing. And one of the things that I was with my tree climber 1,000 weeks that you mentioned, I was trying to get people to remember what it was that they loved when they were kids, and they either were told to grow up or grow out of, or they were told they could no longer do it because they needed to get a proper job, etc., etc. And just try to remember what that thing was that brought joy. Now, for me, you know, actually, I'm probably not going to climb trees now because could end up really nastily. But my mom did say to me when I was 11 or 12, for God's sake, Ruth, you can't be climbing trees all of your life. And to which I thought, why couldn't I? But it's become a bit of a metaphor for me. So when I think about the things that I enjoyed as a kid, it was being outside. It was playing sports. I always loved dancing. And, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I can't dance to any determined pattern. I just love moving to music, I guess, is what you would say. And I also used to like, and I haven't re-explored this, like I remember just drawing cartoons, and I'm not a good drawer, but I did enjoy that. Is that something to go back to? I don't know. When I think about like just starting to write my blog, actually I do quite enjoy that. I can't remember. I remember my mom has got some story I wrote in the proverbial attic that I found a few years ago, and I read it and I thought, oh, that was quite funny, actually. That was quite creative. I think actually I nicked the idea. My dad had a book, a Monty Python book. You're far too young to remember Monty Python, Chris, I'm sure, but you know, and I took a theme from Monty Python and wrote a story about it. But so I think there's lots of things that we can try and you know, and just see how they end up. Doesn't matter if they don't work out. What have you got to lose?
Love that.